Okay, haven't made a video in a while. A lot of stuff been going on. I've been working on sandblasting the 57 Chevy. Um, got most of it done. Still got some more to do. We're working on getting it prepped so I can put the complete quarter panel on the driver's side, plus new rockers, new floorboards, lower quarters on the passenger side. So a lot of body panels going on it. We're here today to talk about tri-power setups for Chevy, specifically vintage ones. Over here, this orange one I have, this is a tri-power off a 1959 Impala. The engine it came off is a Chevy 348. Don't really know much about that engine. It's not really a well-known one. It's a 348, similar to, it's a small block version of the 409. This is for sale. I've got it listed on Craigslist Maine. There's no photo up, but $400. If you're interested, you can go on there or leave a comment on my video. I check it frequently. Right here, this is my father's tri-power intake. This is a aftermarket Offenhauser intake. It's for small block Chevy. Offenhauser was around before Edelbrock. They made aftermarket performance parts, I think in the 60s and 70s. I'm not exactly sure. Got a good deal on this. They're not necessarily easy to find, but they're not too expensive either. They're worth about $600. Obviously, I don't pay that much for them. The only thing wrong with this one is I've got to put some helicoils in so I can actually put a couple of the posts in so I can mount the carburetors. The carburetors, all they are Rochester 2 barrels. When you normally get them, they obviously have to be rebuilt 9 times out of 10 unless you buy them already rebuilt. They're a real easy carburetor to rebuild. The easiest way to clean them, so you can like paint them or whatnot, soak them in original Pine Sol. It doesn't have any harsh chemicals in it, doesn't hurt anything, and then you just scrub it down real lightly with either like a nylon brush or a green scrubby. They both work wonders, and it actually eats the carbon buildup and any of the lacquer that builds up in it, eats it right out. Does a really good job and is non-toxic. So if you're putting one of these together and doing the Rochester setup like I like to, Speedway Motors, they have a kit, because if you use 3 Rochester carburetors just rebuilt factory, they're not designed to work in a tri-power setup. They'll never function properly together. So you have to convert the 2 outer ones to be secondary carbs. The kit is a really great kit. It almost comes with everything to convert it, not everything you need to rebuild the carbs. So I still recommend buying a rebuild kit for each carburetor at your local parts store. Me personally, I go to O'Reilly's. I have a good rapport going on with them. The whole kit, which involves new jets, new jet needles, new base plates for the secondary carbs. It also comes with most of the gaskets for putting it together. Plus, you can get it with or without the linkage. If you get that kit with the linkage, it's $369.99 through Speedway. Without the linkage, it's $32.99, or not 32, $329.99. But the linkage is $82.99. So in the end, it's all roughly about the same frickin' price. It's a very easy kit to put together. The Rochester carburetors are not difficult to rebuild. They're a real simple carburetor. Yeah, so this one's actually going on my father's 283. It's going in his 1940 Studebaker. Right now it's a 2-door, 5-window coupe, or not 5-window opera coupe, but we're turning it into a roadster due to some roof damage. I mean, the car's pretty rough, but you know, This one here is one I've already built. Once again, it's another Offenhauser intake. You can also buy an aftermarket tri-power one from Edelbrock. Edelbrock offers one. They're roughly about, I've seen them on eBay for $750. But I prefer to go with the more vintage stuff, not the new aftermarket stuff. So this is another Offenhauser from the 60s, I believe. 3 converted Rochester carburetors. Another difference with the primary carb and the outer secondary carbs is your secondary carbs do not have any choke parts. So they're actually even more simple to rebuild than the primary carbs. The primary carb, you have to deal with the choke and whatnot. But I went with this setup for fuel lines, which it's the little stuff that gets you, because I mean that fuel line setup, it's $150. It's ridiculous how much they wanted for it, but I did it because I wanted something different. And although everybody's using it now, so it's not really different. The linkage is real easy to set up. Nothing's really adjusted on this yet. This is for my L79 327 2-bolt. Factory horsepower, it said was 300 horsepower, but after doing research, the actual horsepower from the factory was 350. Now I'm putting a cam in it, headers, a tri-power carburetor setup, which means it'll have better fuel mileage as long as I stay off the gas. Now, of course, I hit those secondaries and your fuel mileage goes out the window, but it should be around 400, 450 horsepower by the time I'm done. It's a real easy kit to build, real easy setup to put together. It's fun to put together. I was a little concerned because when I got mine, all my carburetors were in pieces and I had never rebuilt one of these before. So I was a little nervous at first, but after I got a rebuild kit from O'Reilly's, they give you an exploded diagram in there, and I'm not going to say it's the most enlightening, but for the most part it works out pretty good. The only thing that gets a little confusing is your linkage setup on the opposite side of your throttle linkage. But you can find pictures and stuff like that on the internet of what it's supposed to look like and figure it out. It's not very difficult. But it's a lot of fun. I've got these air filters on. They were like $34 for the set. It's not the ones I'm going to be using on the 57 Chevy, but I just wanted it to look more complete. So I put those on. What else was it? I think that's about it for this one. I will be putting up another video when we buy the next kit to build the tri-power setup for my father's car. I'm going to put up a video of the step-by-step how to do that, from painting and rebuilding the carburetors, converting them to the tri-power setup, and installing them on the Offenhauser intake. It's all easy stuff to do, but I figured I'll put a video up so people could see it. Got somebody I want to introduce to everybody. Unfortunately, my other dog passed away just before Christmas, and we got a puppy. Hey, come here. Come here. So this is the new dog. She's a boxer Italian Mastiff mix, and she is like having a toddler with ADD and 1,000 hands and too much energy. So she's going to be making a lot of noise in the videos, but she's a good girl sometimes. But that's all I'm going to say for now. I just wanted to get a video up to, because I haven't made one in a couple months. But like, subscribe, comment. If you're interested in this orange intake off a 348, it's off a 1951 or 59 Impala. Leave a message, I'll get back to you. I check things on there frequently. So thank you.
You are a fucking pain in the